everyone, I'm Shannon Slatton. A new COVID-19 testing site is expected to open up in the old Target store in Brooklyn Center as soon as early December. This week, Brooklyn Center approved leasing the building to North Memorial Health to turn into a COVID-19 testing site. A representative from North Memorial Health told the Brooklyn Center Economic Development Authority they looked at 20 sites, but this one works the best because it's on the bus line and there's enough space for social distancing. The site will have nasal swab testing and be able to test as many as 600 people a day. When the site opens, it would mean closing the drive-through site in Robbinsdale, well, the one behind the Hy-Vee, and cutting back hours at the site on Humboldt in Minneapolis. Those sites are not considered conducive for testing during the winter months. This week, the Plymouth City Council held a vote that impacts the future of the shuttered Hollydale golf course. The majority of the council decided against changing the land use designation, which would have allowed for a Plymouth-based developer to build 229 homes. Residents who live near the golf course spoke openly against the plan. Some council members spoke about how the golf course site is landlocked and there is no road infrastructure to support a large development. City leaders weighed in during a 3-hour meeting about what is reasonable for the site and the family who wants to retire and sell their property. It's uncertain what would happen next. A supermajority of the city council, or 5 out of the 7 members, would have to support re-guiding the property to potentially allow homes. And right now, only 3 members would support that decision. The city of New Hope approved a plan this week to share a social worker embedded with police with Crystal and Robbinsdale.
The goal of this program is for the social worker to follow up on police contacts with everything from mental illness to homelessness to a need for financial assistance. And it puts these people in contact with the resources quicker and more directly.
Captain Slauson explained that the social worker would be hired by Hennepin County and then be shared between cities. The social worker would not report to crime scenes, but rather follow up to help people get the help they need. The social worker would have an office at the New Hope City Hall complex. 8 other Hennepin County police agencies use this same program. The measure goes before the Robbinsdale City Council on November 17th, and Crystal takes a look at it on December 1st. And finally this week, the New Hope City Council recognized the longest-serving representative in Minnesota history for his service. Representative Lyndon Carlson will retire at the end of the year, and another New Hope City Council member will take his place, and that's Cedric Frazier. Carlson told the council that back when he was elected, a precinct in New Hope is what put him over the edge to win and got him off to a good start. It's never too cold for ice cream in Minnesota, and chances are you can find something you've never had before at a new ice cream shop in Crystal. Delane Cleveland takes us there.
It's originated in Mexico. I grew up going to a small little one in my town.
The nearest city in Mexico is roughly 1,400 miles away from the Twin Cities.
And this is our nance fruit. Where I'm from, this is a very popular fruit. Here's our avocado.
But thanks to Elizabeth Raygoza, she's brought the flavor of Mexico to Crystal.
We have snacks, we have ice pops, we have ice cream, and the most amazing thing is we actually make everything here in store.
Raygoza is a Cooper High School grad and owner of La Michoacana Rose. It's a new ice cream shop that opened November 1st in a strip mall along Bass Lake Road.
I did grow up coming to the same strip mall as a child, so a lot of my memories are here. And my biggest thing growing up was me going to that ice cream shop when I was little with my parents. So I wanted to make the same experience for the kids here.
Speaking of kids, she named the shop after her 2-year-old daughter.
She already comes in here and she knows it's her on the logo. She knows what she wants when she comes in. She's choosing her ice cream. It's just such a great feeling.
The shop serves more than 50 flavors of ice cream and popsicles. They have things on their menu that you're definitely not going to find at Dairy Queen or Baskin-Robbins. So what I have right here is the mangoñadas. It's a combination of mango ice cream, chunks of mango, mixed in with some chili powder. It is just the perfect combination of sweet and spice. It's their best seller far and away, and I can see why.
I just encourage everyone just try something new.
The shop's opening was delayed a few months due to COVID-19, but the warmer weather at the start of November, combined with its close proximity to Crystal's new and improved Becker Park, got the business started off on the right foot.
I've already gotten great support. I just want to keep serving my community here.
So whether you're a native of Mexico or of Minnesota, La Michoacana Rose has a little something for everyone.
I just want them to feel a little bit close to home when they come in here.
In Crystal, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
And finally, a look at some of the talented photographers that we have in our area. The annual Picture Plymouth photo contest drew in more than 350 entries in 5 categories. Here's a look at the winners. And first up, first place overall, Baristaya Baduri with this photo entitled Social Distancing. The contest is sponsored by the city and Plymouth Magazine, and we'll leave you with some of the winners.
The shortened regular season is complete for local high school football teams. Cooper and Benilde met in the regular season finale. Cooper visits Benilde in suburban red football. Cooper starts the scoring as quarterback Joe Russell sneaks it in for the score. It's 7-0 with plenty more scoring to come. Benilde looking to tie it. William Petty takes the handoff, but he fumbles. Cooper comes up with the recovery near the goal line, and it looks like a big stop. But the officials confer and rule that Petty had crossed the goal line before the ball came out, and it's a touchdown, much to Hawks coach Willie Howard's dismay. Still in the first, and Benilde's Jackson Leishow throws deep for Johnny Woodford, and he's in for a 43-yard TD. A huge night for Woodford, and it's 14-7 BSM after 1. In the second, Cooper caps a long drive as Aiden Davidson fights into the end zone. The game is tied up at 14-all. Leishow takes his turn running the quarterback sweep, and he bounces in for the score as the Red Knights go back in front 20-14. Cooper answers as former Red Knight Camden Royal runs it in for the score. The PAT gives Cooper a 21-20 lead. But not for long. From midfield, it's Leishow looking deep for Woodford, and he hauls it in for the 50-yard touchdown. It's 28-21 Benilde at the half. After a scoreless third, Cooper strikes in the passing game as Russell finds Royal uncovered, and he's loose for the touchdown. Cooper is within 28-27. But the Red Knights come back as Leishow finds guess who? Woodford for a 70-yarder this time. 6 catches for 189 yards and 3 TDs for Woodford. It's 36-27. Royal scores again for Cooper, but they fall just short as Benilde wins a thriller 36-34. Both teams finish the regular season 3-3. Hopkins and Park Center also hope to build momentum heading into the postseason. Jason Malillo reports.
Last game of the regular season for high school football, Park Center hosting Hopkins. Royals junior linebacker Aaron Awney breaks through for the sack. He's everywhere in the first quarter. Park Center's Marcus Freeman pressured by A.J. Torfin and Antoine Swoops, and his pass is intercepted by Awney. On the ensuing possession, R.J. Shikolas barrels in for a Royals touchdown, and it's 7-0. Second quarter, Hopkins' Javaris Thompson is untouched on this 16-yard touchdown run, and it's 21-0 Royals. Third quarter, Shikolas gets loose at midfield, breaks a tackle, and rumbles all the way to the 1-yard line, setting up another Royals score. They rolled a victory, finishing the regular season 3-3. Jason Malillo, CCX Sports.
Osseo took aim at a win in the last regular season game. Here's John Jacobson with their highlights.
A cold night for football as Osseo hosted Centennial. The Orioles' number 66, Trey Williams, gets a tackle for loss on the Cougars quarterback, stopping Centennial on a 4th and goal in the first quarter. Second quarter, and the Orioles score first. Quarterback wide doubler rolls out and hits Michael Henderson downfield, who bobbles the ball but hangs on for a catch and a 32-yard touchdown. It's 6-0 Osseo. But the Cougars answer on the next offensive series. Elijah Ward steps away from pressure and throws to Justin Dosey, who makes a great catch in the end zone for a touchdown. 28 yards for a score, and Centennial leads 7-6. After forcing a turnover, the Cougars go right back to work. It's Ward play action, hitting Dosey in the back of the end zone again for a touchdown. Centennial would add another score to lead 21-6 at the half. Third quarter, the Orioles' Kenny McKenzie takes the handoff. He goes 1 yard for a touchdown, bring Osseo within 28-14. But it's not enough. Ward, with a quarterback sneak for a touchdown in the fourth quarter, helps Centennial beat Osseo 35-22. Osseo opens the section playoffs Tuesday at Edina. John Jacobson, CCX Sports. Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.